Alright, hey everybody, I'm Wheeljack, and with the help of Blaster, we've commandeered this communications network that the Decepticons have been using to feed you information on Transformers Reactivate. But we think we can do a better job at it. So, Preceptor and I have put together a detailed document on the history of Transformers Reactivate, and I'm gonna give it to you right now. Now, this all starts back in 2017, specifically the 15th of October. Leyu Technologies entered into an agreement, and they invested $10 million into Certain Affinity to start work on a Transformers game. By October 30th, that deal's completed. So Certain Affinity is a studio located in Austin, Texas, and it was founded by Max Hoberman. If you don't know who Max Hoberman is, then you've never played on Xbox, because that genius helped put together the Halo 2 multiplayer. He pioneered Xbox Live, so we owe him a lot, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. For a human, I must say, I do respect him. So, they take this $10 million and they get to work on the first build of the game. And a lot of what you see in terms of leaks and in terms of the leaked footage and the cinematics and the gameplay information that we've been detailing, all of that comes from this period of time. This is all from when Certain Affinity was the sole developer of the game. Now, we can fast forward a little bit into 2018, and on the 24th of August, Max Oberman actually interviewed, and he noted that they were working on Transformers. Now, at the time, this was still called just Transformers Online. Now, if you don't know, there was a Transformers Online before, but that was exclusively available in China, and it gets a lot of people confused. So if you search up Transformers Online, you're going to find a really mismatch of information. I don't recommend it. Just sit down, enjoy the show that we got for you. So, everything's going well in development, and then 2019 hits, and on the 7th of January, the loan that Leyu Technologies had given Certain Affinity increased to $33 million because they were so impressed by the internal build that they had been shown. And as of the 31st of December 2018, the game was still known as Transformers Online. So, that's important. So we get into 2019, and then we know that the game is still in development. The early half of the year, the game is safe, it's in development, everything's going just fine. And finally, on the 3rd of August in 2019, Leyu Technologies publicly announced the game at the China Joy 2019 convention. And they confirmed that the game will be free to play and will release on PC and consoles. So everything goes well throughout 2019, and the game is still under the development of solely Certain Affinity. Then we get into 2020. Alright, so 2020 is when things get really, really wild. The first thing that we discover is on the 10th of May 2020, the game has been retiled again, and this time to Transformers Impact. Then on July 6th, Leyu invests another $10 million into Certain Affinity, and the loan document stated that the game's development was going well and the open beta was approximately 70% done. The increase in funding was to give Certain Affinity the resources needed to finish and release the open beta. By August 22nd of 2020, Leyu released their 2020 interim results, and it stated that they had brought in Splash Damage to assist with development. Now, the exact date that Splash Damage had been brought on to assist with development is unknown, but it was somewhere between the end of July to the beginning of August. Then on the 27th of August, Tencent proposed an agreement to acquire Leyu Technologies. Then in October 2020, the lead game designer of Transformers Impact was changed to Splash Damage. Then, on the 23rd of December, the deal between Tencent and Leyu was finalized, and Leyu was acquired. Most of 2021 is silent. Yet again, fans start panicking that the game is dead. It's not until the 8th of August that we get an update, and now the game is called Transformers Rise. And this leaked when a developer from Certain Affinity was interviewed on a podcast. So, a couple of days later, on the 10th of August, the domain transformersrise.com was actually registered to Leyu Technologies. We're silent again for a few days until the 25th of August, where it's revealed that after the 10-cent buyout, Leyu faced a mass exodus, including its CEO. Now, some employees accuse Leyu of purchasing several IPs with zero intentions of releasing complete games and just wanted them to dress itself up for a sale. That's a little crummy if you ask me, but that was never proven. Now we get into 2022, and most of 2022 is silent until around October. Some of you humans start discovering Splash Damage employees have been working on a game called Fortress since July 2020. And everybody pretty much agrees that that's Transformers. And on the 8th of December 2022, we finally get confirmation. The Transformers game is announced, but this time with another new title, and it's called Transformers Reactivate. And every developer from Splash Damage that had Fortress listed as a game they were working on, it was all changed over to Transformers Reactivate. It is being developed on Unreal Engine 5, now it is, but when the game started development in 2017, it was on Unreal Engine 4. Now, we aren't sure how much of what we see is going to make it into that final cut. A lot of hands have been in this, and a lot has changed. Certain Affinity's no longer involved in the game whatsoever, so we don't know how many of these assets and how much of what was developed is going to carry over, though current links do tell us that a lot has been moved over to Splash Damage, that a lot of what Certain Affinity built is going to be in the game when we do ultimately finally play it. Except it's going to be really pretty on that Unreal Engine 5. Again, I got to give you humans credit on your game development. You make some really pretty stuff. And I'm even excited to give this game a try.